Hey Tesla fans, Aaron Rath here from Rath's Tesla, and today we are going to do a couple products that I've received from our friends from EVBase, a company that builds quality products for your Tesla. We're going to do two different products in this video, so if you want one for the front, you can skip. If you want one for the rear, you can stay with us. And I know that sounded weird, but so what I have for you today is I have a new rear spoiler that we're going to put on from EVBase. It's a carbon fiber with a red stripe down it, so we're going to install that. And then on the front, I've got something that a lot of people need, want, ask, talk about. If you live in one of the states where a front license plate is required, you're going to want to check out this product, so make sure you stick around for that portion of the video. But first, let's get to the installation of this new rear spoiler. Okay, so in the kit from EVBase, you obviously get the rear spoiler, and it's got the center mark in the middle. It's already got the 3M tape installed on it. You also get another little container that comes with your tapes that you might need. They are nice, and they send you extra tape in case the 3M tape, in case you ever need to replace it. And then they send you some masking tape. And that's important because you're going to need to make sure that this is on the right way. Now, when you put it on your car, you can see there's a right way up and a right way down. I don't know if you can tell, but the way I'm holding it up doesn't match up on either end. So if you flip it right side up, it really matches up well and sticks to the corners well. Now, this kit is pretty easy to have in the right place because you can tell when it's in the right spot just based on the way it sits on the car. You can kind of just put it into place and it'll go into the right spot. Now, what I like to do is to kind of mark my center point based off of where my Tesla logo sits. So I'm just going to take one little piece of tape and just kind of mark that center point. And then this barcode in the middle is the center for that, and that'll go to the bottom part of the piece. So if you just kind of put your finger over it and put it to center, you'll notice that when you mark and you put your spots there, that it's in the right spot. Now what you need to do is kind of take two pieces of tape and just mark your end points on your car. That's just so you set up your center point and you know and understand exactly where it needs to go to. Also, it is a good chance for you just to kind of measure and look over your points from your seam here to your edge of your blue tape on both sides to make sure that those are the same. Now the next step is probably one of the most important. Let me set this down so I don't damage it. The next step is probably one of the most important parts, and that is prep. So you also get, hold on. I had to chase down my masking tape that went on the run. You also get 3M tape and promoters, or 3M surface cleaner and promoter. So I've already washed my car. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get out one of these 3M wipes, and this is an alcohol prep wipe, and you're just going to kind of open it up, and you want to do a good wipe on the upper and lower surface here where this is going to go to. You want to go all the way to where the tape is. And I'm going to do it with two separate wipes just because I want to make sure it's very clean. Like I said, prep is probably the most important part of this job because you want to make sure that this sticks well to the car. So give it a really good wipe. Then we're going to take the adhesion promoter and we're going to open that up, and again, it's just another wipe. This one, unlike the other ones, doesn't necessarily have a tearing point, so just got to kind of work your way into it. I'm going to put on a glove to go with this adhesion promoter. As we open this up and pull it out, grab a razor blade and cut this open. Cut this open and then just take this little sponge that's in here and just kind of wipe it down the top and the bottom portion of the lip. As you finish this up, you're going to want to grab the lip right away because you're going to put it right on. So let's finish that, throw it to the ground. Our knife down there, glove off, and now what you want to do is you're going to take your 3M tape and you're just going to peel it just a little bit to get it started. We're going to do it in a couple spots. We're going to peel it on that edge and on this edge. We're going to peel it like I said, this isn't the easiest part. Then we're going to do it on the bottom from the middle out on both pieces. Once you have that done, find your center point, kind of stick it in place. Make sure you're lined up right with your end points. We're not going to push this into place yet. We're just going to kind of peel out the bottom pieces of tape. We're going to peel out the top pieces. And again, gotta be real careful here, because what you don't want to do is snap this off underneath. So once you've got all the tape peeled, then you're just going to kind of press it into place. And you should have a nice tight seal all the way across. And peel off all your blue tape. Now what you could do too is if you find that you need to hold this into place, you can take some of that blue tape and just kind of stick it into place. But as you can see, we have a nice tight seal both on this corner, and then as we come all the way across, again in this corner, nice and tight. And this is just a very clean looking product. As you can tell, it's nice carbon fiber. It's got the red stripe in there, matches the red car. We're just gonna kind of let this sit. It's the first time I've seen it on a car, and I just really like the way it looks. So now we're going to take care of the front license plate holder on the front of the car. Okay, so earlier in the video I talked about my rear of the car item from EVBase. Now we're going to talk about what we have for the front of the car. And I think this is going to be really important to a lot of people because most states require a front license plate holder. So EVBase sent us this front license plate holder that kind of clips in. It's removable. So if you want it in and then you want to take it out for car shows or something like that, you can take it out. If you want to go through the car wash and you're afraid it's going to break off, you can take it out. It's easy to remove and it's easy to install. So let's open up the box. Let's see what's inside and then let's talk about the installation. So when you come inside, you've got the instructions, a pack of hardware that you're going to need, the license plate holder piece of it. So the license plate would mount onto here. I'm not going to put my license plate on it right now. It has keys because this one's lockable, meaning you can lock it into place so nobody can steal it. Then we've got the rest of the hardware, and EVBase is even so nice as to send you a screwdriver to get this put together. So if we follow the instructions, you're gonna see on the back of the license plate, there's some tabs, okay? Those tabs mount to the license plate holder, and they kind of just slide in. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is the tabs need to be towards the bottom, and you just slide it over. And the receiver part, this part has locked in nuts. So you can see the silver part, those are the locked in nuts in there. So we're just gonna take those, open up our little hardware bag, and dump it out right here. There's a bunch of little screws that are in there for us. There's actually two separate bags. The bigger bag is the mounting hardware for license plates, and then the 4 little screws will fall out that you need to put this together. So let's go ahead and put this together. I'm gonna fast forward through this part because it's just putting screws in. All right, once you have those 4 screws put in, now you have a device that looks like this. Now let's move this camera in a little bit and turn off the tracking mode so I can show you what we're looking at here. Okay, so on this, you see that that there's a place for you to lock it. So it's got the keys. You can unlock it and lock it. You can see that when I have it locked, turning it does nothing, and I can't turn it the way to get it to unlock, or to open, I should say. If I open this and unlock it, you can see that I can screw this so that these pieces come closer together. So let's see if you can see that. See how they're spreading out, and now they're coming closer together. So to put this in is just really finding a spot in the grill and pushing it in, and then screwing it so that those spread out. And then you can see that it's mounted on there very solid. And then you could take the key, lock it into place, and now someone cannot come through and open that up and steal it from your car. very good product. I have mine a little offset because I have a camera there. I'm not sure how it will work there. It might actually fit right over the camera, but really good product here from our friends at EVBase. Again, link in the description down below, along with a discount code from EVBase. Rats Tesla will get you a discount code on all products from their website, but specifically from today's products with this license plate frame and the rear spoiler. All right, that'll do it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Again, 2 things installed in today's video. We had our rear spoiler on the back of the car with that red stripe on there. I really, really like how it looks. The carbon fiber is solid, looks really, really good, and has done, it really brought the level of the back end of the car up. I had an older spoiler on there. It was matte carbon fiber and it started to peel a little bit, but this new one is the shiny carbon fiber, matches the rest of the carbon fiber that I put on the car and looks really good. And then lastly is this little license plate holder right here. This is a nice little product if you live in a state where you're required to have a front license plate. And the cool thing about this one is if you want to offset it, I've noticed if you want to offset it off to the side, you can do that. If you want it in the middle, you can do that. But a very good product, nice and solid on the front of the car. And I'll put my license plate on it and then I'll throw it in the back. And if I get in trouble and I have to have a license plate on, or in Colorado, the worst part is if you park on a public road, they'll give you a ticket sometimes for that, especially in Denver. So keep that in mind if you're traveling to Denver. If you don't have the front license plate on, park in a parking garage, they can't give you a ticket. But if you park on a public road, they'll more than likely give you a front license plate ticket. But that'll do it for today's video. Thanks for watching. As always, get out, go drive, be safe, have fun, and we will catch you in the next video.